Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more. Hey guys, welcome to BTech. If you're thinking about picking up an Android phablet these days, then your options are going to be pretty expansive. But two of the top contenders are probably the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the Google Nexus 6 made by Motorola. These are two of the top contenders in our opinion because the Nexus gives you the true Android experience. We've actually got this running with Android M. I'm going to drop the brightness slightly. Android M isn't out yet, but the beta can be downloadable and installed on Nexus devices. The S6 Edge Plus doesn't have quite as good or recent a version of Android, but it is laced with the latest version of TouchWiz, Samsung's user interface, and plenty of ridiculous specs, including 4 gig of RAM. But I'm going to come on to that later, and I'll start by talking about the design. It's 6 inches versus 5.7 inches. 2 Quad HD AMOLED panels, but there is a clear winner here. The Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus just looks beautiful. The panel on this may be AMOLED on the Nexus, but it had a real bad habit of oversaturating things, making them look a little bit nuclear. If we take a look at the S6 Edge Plus though, it tapers the saturation. That curved element just adds such a richness to it. It is a blown up S6 Edge, and that is no bad thing. It also feels much smaller in the hand, despite the fact it's just 0.3 inches smaller as a device. You do sacrifice though, you don't have the front-facing speaker or front-firing speaker that you have on the Nexus 6, which is an incredibly loud, brilliant speaker setup. 5.7 inches, 6 inches. Physical home button on the front that doubles up as a fingerprint scanner, 2 capacitive buttons either side. 5 megapixel front camera as well. Nexus front-facing speaker or front-firing speakers, 6-inch display, on-screen capacitive buttons or on-screen buttons. Right-hand side, you've got that power button and volume rocker as well. Down at the base, micro USB connector. Left side, no buttons. Up at the top is a 3.5mm jack and a nano SIM card slot. 13 megapixel rear-facing camera, not the best camera reviews, and a Motorola Insignia 2. Still, in spite of not being the best camera, I still love this phone. But I'm growing to love this a little bit more. Why? Well, the design, really super premium, and the in-hand sensation, the flat sides just make it a lot easier to hold. Down at the base, you can see you've got the bottom-facing speaker, so not ideal. You've also got a USB Type 2 connector and a 3.5mm jack. Volume buttons on the left. Up at the top is a nano SIM slot. Around the back, 16 megapixel rear camera, glass panel, and flash and fingerprint or heart rate monitor. Fingerprint scanner, obviously, in that home button. Lighter, more elegant, but at the same time, like I said, the Nexus is great because it runs Android M. Android M has different setup in terms of the UI. It's a vertical scrolling applications tray for starters. You can also see a simple home screen layout, applications and widgets. The pull-down menu from the top, however, has customizable quick toggles and brightness control, which is great. That's pretty much all the visible change in a nutshell. Google tells us under the hood there are going to be battery saving implications, etc. As far as Samsung's TouchWiz, there's a lot more going on. Home screens can be populated by applications and widgets naturally. You've got flipboard briefing to the left-hand side. You've also got the applications tray, which is obviously apps and folders as well. And pull down from the top is for that quick toggle settings, brightness control, and you've also got notifications so you can swipe out of the way. Beautiful phones. But what about those cameras? I've already said the 13 megapixel snapper on here wasn't brilliant. In low light, it crumbled badly, in spite of the fact you've got a pretty gaudy ring flash on there. The Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus has the same sensor as found on the S6 Edge and S6, and that includes 16 megapixels which are optically image stabilized and an f1.9 lens. It does exactly the same as the S6 camera, but it also does something else. You can record something called a video collage. Video collage is a square, perfect for Instagram, sharing, etc. It also streams directly to YouTube, which is a really handy feature, especially for a channel like BTech. How do you guys like that kind of stuff? Streaming live from your device at events like this, potentially. That is pretty much all the key differences in terms of the video and photo experience. Obviously, records 4K as well, just like the S6 Edge. and S6. As far as processors go, it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 versus an Exynos 7 processor. The Exynos 7 is an octa-core processor, 3 gig of RAM versus 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is sensational. Up to Cat 9 LTE on here. In addition to that, you can also expect wireless charging paired with that battery. It's a battery that is 3,000 milliamps, I believe, versus I think it's 3,400 milliamps, although make sure you check that if you're holding me to it, because I may be wrong, but roughly in that region. So the Nexus is probably a larger battery. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that mega powerful processor in this thing copes with that battery. Storage capacities, you've got up to, I think it's 64 gigs in the Nexus, 32 or 64 gig options in the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, and ultimately that has been a whirlwind comparison of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the Nexus 6. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, then make sure you click that like button and subscribe to the channel. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching VTech.